Hello everybody and welcome back to Selena's Home Entertainment, where I, Selena, entertain you. Is this another dwelling video?
Finally!
So we are gonna start a new challenge on this channel. Like, I haven't started 3 million other challenges. This one is a color palette challenge. I've kind of been looking at it as some other artists, YouTubers on this platform have been doing it, and I love watching every one of them to see what they create. And I said, let me put my hat into the ring, creating 2 new OCs with different color palettes. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and if you want to see this again, please let me know in the comments down below. And off to choose the color palettes. Yeah. Oh, and if you saw the intro, okay, so now we're here having our color generator up here. I'm going to close my eyes and just click as many times as I feel my soul feels like, and then I'll open them to hopefully a cool color palette. Ooh, okay. Not a color palette I go for normally. I like bright colors, so like I said, I don't normally like all of this together without some sort of other colors to kind of help it, you know, do its thing. The only 2 other colors outside this color palette that I can use. I'm leaning towards this one being like the main skin tone. I don't draw men. I draw a non-binary woman. If you see my Tomodachi life, that is the closest you will ever see me probably draw men. I don't really like to draw men. They're just not as fun as like women are. So color, so like having a lot of neutrals. Like, I have my neutral demons, and that was like the most neutral I've ever been. So I'm trying to just do basic shapes. I've never really shown this much behind the scenes. I'm trying to do things a little differently. So this is our body. We're going to add another layer, and we're just gonna kind of go with it. I kind of want, I do a lot of spookiness, horror. I'm trying to think. Maybe, it's kind of giving either witch or like werewolf, maybe you can try to do a little bit of both. This color is definitely calling me for the hair. I think this will be very pretty as hair. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. Like, I think that's really pretty as hair. Like, okay, me. These 2 colors might be like my perfect skin shading era. It is definitely giving like goth baddie as well. So maybe we will do a witch of some sort, maybe. And now we have these 2 lovely colors, which I think will look really good. I'm going to find a more like witchy kind of outfit as a reference, but like I'm thinking like something very poofy. Like, she's giving goth baddie, very poofy, like corset kind of skirt maybe. I kind of like that idea a lot. Giving her some puffy sleeves maybe. And with like long droopy sleeves. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. And then her shoes, maybe this color, maybe some epic boots, epic, like very high, very witchy, so we'll do pointy kind of boots. Ooh, maybe she's like a cursed cowboy witch. Maybe, you know? She's the Western's cowboy witch. Wait, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot, actually. So this color is going to be like the accessories that I add on. I do like doing this. I like showing you guys behind the scenes of my chaotic energy. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Stop it, folks. My brain is wild and having a little... And for some reason, I drew the body in like parts. I don't know why. I did not think of how big the body would be, so I just did it like she was like a doll of some sorts, honestly. And I started drawing out the idea that I had for her. One of the few things that I was a little worried about was, one, the hair, how the hair would interact with the said cowboy hat, and how I was going to incorporate witchy things into a Western kind of theme. Unfortunately, the end product, I feel like I could have added a bit more of like any witchy symbols on my character, but I did not. So I'm purposely going to say anything that has covering her skin, she actually has secret witchy tattoos she uses. The hair was probably the most fun part. I am still not, I feel like, the best when it comes to shading and highlighting curly hair like that. So I feel like I did the best to my ability of shading hair, as I'm like not the greatest at it still. But this was a very fun challenge. I've been wanting to make Western themed characters for a little bit. I did have a series in mind and I gave up on it. So here's a little taste, I guess, for myself and for you guys on what a Western girly pop could look like. And honestly, my favorite part of this was the freckles and the face I gave her. She's just so freaking cute. I imagine her with some buck teeth of some sort and having a very, very country accent and loving her little outfit. Everybody takes her really seriously. It's when it's the outsiders or any of the real men decide to bother her, where she likes to prove it every now and then. They're like, don't mess with her, like, just like, maybe don't. I really like the skirt tassels. I found there is this like Western dress up girl game, and there was a lot of references from that, so I don't know if this is like 100% Western accurate. Surprisingly, there aren't many like witchy Western cowgirls, or at least what I could find. So it was kind of like up to my, I feel like it was up to my interpretation on how I took it. So I took it for how I took it, with a very limited color palette. I definitely think if I wanted to possibly redraw this character, I'd probably add a bit more. Honestly, my brain is like just like a tiny bit of color in like her accessories, or her witchy materials are very colorful, making herself more muted and more belonging with society. I think makes sense with her outfit at this moment in time. But I definitely would have added a bit more accessories if I was just given a again, this is a challenge. The whole point is to limit yourself on color palettes, but this was so freaking fun. I just had so much fun creating her, and she's just like a darling girl. Her name I came up with Sandy. Was it reminding me of Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob? Perhaps. But her name is Sandy, and you don't want to mess with the Western witch. She is cursed with something. Do I know what? No. Just know this. I had so much fun creating her, and I hope you guys are having fun watching this series, having a little bit more behind the scenes and a little bit more of showing it. Should I use OBS more often when it comes to actually drawing the characters well? Perhaps, maybe perhaps. Okay. And the other one, again, go based off my feeling. Some people do, I do it 3 times. I'm going based off vibes. Ooh! Now, this is a color palette I would 100% go for. It's giving Easter vibes. Like, if we added a yellow in there, this would be definitely like Easter vibes. And like, I'm not mad at that. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep it to 2 because anytime I go anything over 2, a video never comes out for you guys. On to creating the characters. We have this palette, which I'm gonna be honest, folks, I already had an idea. I had a plan, and my idea is that this is an alien, and like I said, it reminded me a lot of like Easter and stuff, where this alien is trying to blend into society with her human friends. Like these 2 colors are definitely going to be like the Easter spring dress kind of feel. Should I just do these 3 as clothes and accessories, and then these 2? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna do purple skin. Should I do blue? I kind of like blue. Yeah, I think blue is going to be very interesting. I think aliens are kind of chill. I think if they were here, they're just kind of chilling. And you know what? I can't blame them. What her friends like to try to convince the people is, oh, you know, she just has like this rare skin disease. So she's just a bit more odd than usual. I want her tall. Tall. Probably like, I want a little like, I love like the whole like the retro futurism, so like the 50s and 60s kind of way of like how they thought the future was gonna be, which I wish the future. So I like my little swirls. I feel like that's like one thing that was like cute. Oh yes, I'm already in love. She crashed into Earth long ago. She was very confused on what this place was. This was not her intended place to live. She was trying to go to a different galaxy, and unfortunately the spaceship that she was in crashed. Fun is that I feel like she would have some sort of like alien markings, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to give her like some tattoos. I'm feeling, but this is the alien so far. So like I said in my, you know, behind the scenes kind of look of like making the character, I had an idea already, and I was just looking for basically references of a cute Easter pose and a very just like cute dress, and I wanted to try a different body type. Since this is an alien, I wanted to try to be different, to be unique, I guess. And this alien is definitely trying to belong in this society. But I did try to make her look as a little bit out of place as much as I could. I really love the face design I did for her. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of impressed with myself. I love the ears and the antennas. I did want to add some sort of like alien tattoos or like skin stuff or something. For me personally, I think the hardest thing for me right now, at least in my drawing pursuits, is the clothing part. I know I'm getting better each time I'm doing it. However, I just my drawing could 100% be better than this. I'm also trying to find new ways of shading and shading clothing, since clothing is a bit different compared to skin. And I don't want to shade my clothing the same way I shade my skin tones, because of course clothing is going to feel different on the body, look different on the body. And so I tried my best, let's just say, but I really am kind of impressed with how much my clothing has improved. I mean, from like maybe a year ago or so, where I was just drawing bodysuits and that's it, and boots. I definitely wanted to try a bit more on this one. I'm still struggling with drawing shoes as well, as you can tell. Me and shoes are like enemies. We are not enemies to lovers yet, but we are definitely enemies. Unfortunately, I totally forgot the jewelry I was going to do for her, especially for her ears. So I'm just going to assume her friends the humans that do know that she's an alien told her, no, that's too out of character for a human to wear. So just wear this kind of feeling. And I genuinely love the rest of the design, like the hair, the body type, the face, the eyes. I just think she has like so much cutie personality. She's just a cutie alien who happened to be stranded upon this planet Earth and is trying to find a way to belong somewhere. If it's not on her alien homeworld, it's hopefully this alien homeworld. Who freaking knows? Now, I'm saying her a lot because I don't have a name for this lovely alien, and I want to kind of give it up to you guys in the comments. Comment down below what name you would give her. It's some alien name. Think of some super out of the box. I feel like her normal human name would be like Stacy or Sarah, because her actual alien name is just like really weird and out of place, that like her friends are like, okay, we're just gonna call you Stacy. I don't know if I saved it in this one, but I did go back and fix some things, or I don't know if I like just didn't decide to do it, but she does have like a technology or whatever inputted into her body to kind of understand different alien languages, so she can speak human and understand human because of this little doohickey thing. My real question is, do these two characters I made belong in the same world or different? I don't know if they belong in the same universe, but I do think they would be best friends. You know, they're the two characters that kind of are outside of society trying to fit in society. Wow, what deep words. What deep words I have for these both characters. Just know I had fun creating this character. And that is it for the rest of this video. It was like really fun just to create two characters based off a very limited color palette. Did I have issues? Did I have wants and needs to add other colors to both of these OCs? Of course I did, But I think it's really fun to challenge yourself when it comes to art. And since I haven't recorded or, you know, really drawn anything digitally in over 2 weeks, it was kind of a nice little breath of fresh air to do something new, create new OCs. So I definitely will probably do this challenge again eventually. I don't know if it will be next episode or what. I do, as I get back into things, I do want to start, you know, trying to do more challenges, and I want to at least bring a video out a week for you guys. But I am glad you guys are enjoying these videos so far. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, check out my other drawing videos. I also have video game content. I don't look like my pink demon self here, which eventually my PNG tuber will get an upgrade on. But until then, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you're notified whenever I post new videos, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.